You know, my name is Sanya Pirani. I'm the CEO and founder of Sanya's Hope for Children, and as well as the CAP Agency Ambassador for Dakota, Scott, and Capper County. According to Mark Twain, quote, "Kindness is the language where the deaf can hear and the blind can see," unquote. People are now emerged into pluralistic societies, but they haven't transformed themselves completely into a pluralistic spirit, which depends on kindness, empathy, and compassion. We are now global citizens, and what I mean by global citizens is that we're now closer together than ever due to digital technology. We could talk to a person from one end of the world to the other. Global citizens are diverse. Globalized societies need globalized ethics like kindness, compassion, and integrity. I strongly feel that we have the power to change our societies for good or for bad. So let's take that power for good and share what you have, show small acts of kindness, and sharing time, knowledge, and resources. Let me share a real story about kindness in my life. One day in 2014, I saw my mother watching a YouTube video about children suffering due to war. In that video, I saw a young girl sitting on the ground with torn clothes, no shoes, and immense sadness and fear in her eyes. I was so sad for her, I ran up to my room with my mother following me, asking, "Sanya, what's wrong?" I had told her I saw the young girl in the YouTube video. Was it real? Why did she look so sad and helpless? My mother told me that she probably lost her parents or they died during the war. So I right away asked her, why? Didn't you say that God loves everyone? Where is God for her? My mother told me that God created people like you and others who are passionate about helping God's children. So that night, my mother's words became real to me. I decided I needed to do something big to help others. I chose to be part of a solution by helping children locally and globally with basic necessities of life. I actually was able to give birth to one of my dream goals, which was to start my own nonprofit in January 2017 called Sanya's Hope for Children. Sanya's Hope for Children strongly believes that every child deserves basic human rights like food, shelter, clothes, safety, and education. Sanya's Hope for Children uses fundraising strategies like compassion jars, selling bookmarks, and handmade bags, and more. Feel free to ask me for details if you'd like to know more too. I know many of you here today may be at the peak of their career or even in school. You might be thinking, oh, I'm too young to help. I'm too old to help. I do not make enough to help, or even I'm too busy to help. I just want you all to know that you're never too young, never too old, never too poor, never too busy to show kindness. Every effort counts. Every penny counts. Every second counts. Every minute counts. Because anytime you hear a clock tick, that means you have one less second or one less minute to help another person. I challenge each one of you here today to take the same drive and determination you used to be successful in your daily life and use that to show kindness to another person. You could show small acts of kindness like smiling at a stranger, paying for a lunch for someone you think can't afford it, or helping an elder cross the street. I'd like to share a quote from Mother Teresa. Quote, "At the end of life, you will not be judged by how many diplomas you have received, how many great things you have done, how much money you have made. You will be judged by, I was hungry and you gave me food. I was thirsty and you gave me drink. I was homeless and you took me in." Unquote, Mother Teresa. I am thankful to be able to speak in front of you all. I thank Miss Lori and Miss Rachel, even though she's not here today, from Sigma's Bookshelf. Thank you for listening, and God bless you all.